America. How goes it, everybody? Denim. 24 past the hour. Unfortunately, it's snowing. That sucks. Good morning, beautiful. What would you call this? I'll go back up just a little bit. Right, that'll work. I'll make that slightly clearer, though. It's an 82 proof nickel. And I don't think this looks quite like machine doubling. But I do admit that it's not quite what I would like to see for a double die. But it's pretty decently strong spread on it for it to not exist on the right half. I don't know if it splits all the way or not. And the right side of that U doesn't look like it either, but the left side, absolutely. That's my confusion here. Because the left side looks split clear as day. Right side doesn't even look thicker. I can't tell if the bottom of this is how it's, if it's cut off like the U is over here, and that is the sign of the split, the doubling right there, or what? Because the right sides of things on the base seem to be missing a lot of what it needs to have. Like the bottom of the S is missing a chunk, bottom of the U missing a chunk. And then it continues on. It's not just that word, because the top of the N over here, top of the M. It's a very strange scenario. And the U on the left side of the U on this side as well. Good morning, Mike Wolf. How you doing, buddy? I'm having a dilemma on a plan shirt here. Because then the E over here, it looks like it is actually split off. I can get closer. It's just once you get a certain close, it starts to screw with the lighting. It's a 1982. Yeah. Yeah, this is the reverse of a 1980 Deuce. And I've never seen anything quite like it on a proof, to be honest, because this is what you want to see for a proof double wide, without a doubt. But the right side of this U, I think, it's an odd one. But if I go down here to the building, we do have some of this, which if, when it's over itself, I think it's more doubling than machine doubling. I think, I don't know. Rarely do I have this issue. The base doesn't have it near as much as the top of the coin, but I did see something in here that caught my eye earlier that I was screwing around with. Yeah, me neither. That's what I'm saying. That's like the left half is doubled on the U, but the right half just stayed the same. And that'd be the first proof master hub double I've ever seen, besides the 72S with the sticks for the N. Yeah. But when I look at the right side of this U, I think of over here at the right side of this one, how it's missing some, like it has some polish job that they got some of it into the die as they were polishing, because that'll fill in stars, that'll fill in all kinds of, it'll make every device way thin. And if that's the case, then that means all of these devices were probably a little thin, and then it doubled, which, oh God, it's confusing to wrap my mind around. That's the only way I can think. I sent pictures to the Coin Op Facebook group, so we'll see what we'll see what the good old FB group has to throw that way. I'm pretty interested to see what they have to say. It's going to be a whole array of poop, but I might get a good answer out of that. I normally do. Somebody who's not just negative Nancy in the morning will hit me with a good answer. So yeah, that was the first anomalousness for the day. Hell yeah. You don't have much to set up, Mike. You just have like 2 cords to plug in, brah. You just got buttons to press all morning. Yeah, the top of the U, I'm gonna say that yes, that's split, but dieware makes it to where it doesn't show as perfectly, but there's no way that that's not on the left side. Then over here on the M and N, it's just kind of weird that only the left side of the U again, but then the top of the M on the just the left side and the top of the N as well. Touchscreen though, you're gonna be wiping off your screen so much. If you can make it to where it's not touchscreen, I would do that, and you'll save yourself a whole lot of spray and hassle. Because I know how my phone gets when my finger's on it too many times, man. It's irritating to see through that thing. All right. Now I'll do a little fun one. Oh, yeah, I like this too. Have you ever seen these little things? Little beefy little bastard. And see, machine doubling on proofs, it normally changes the device color. Like a real double, you can see the line in it like you can those, but it's normally not as deep. Like I'll just put up an example because it makes it easier than explaining. Proofs are what I decided to specialize in when everybody was like, oh, pick your niche because everybody needs a niche. And well, everybody just immediately after that sentence said they hated proof coins. So I was like, cool, I'll take them. Which means nobody really looks for varieties through them because they hate looking for varieties through them unless they're like a super popular variety. So everybody just kind of leaves them alone because they're hard to photograph and hard to do. But I found the setup that works. So you'll see the line, but it's not near as deep. Granted, this isn't the best example for the split ends because this has amazing split serifs, but still, you get my point. Yeah, I hate the die wear of nickels. It kills my soul. Because when I first started collecting, that was like I could afford penny boxes and nickel boxes, so I went at it. Woo! All right, yeah, this is FS 101 on the 1970. Yeah, see you can see the line in the proof, but it's just not as deep as the damn reverse of that Jefferson. And my other favorite part of this coin is right there. This is the one in my. This was the first true double die I ever actually found. It was like, as I was going to shops and shit, but still, I didn't cherry pick it. I got it home and I was like, woo! What up, Red? How you been, pal? How's Canadian? It's looking a whole lot like Canadian outside of my house right now, to be honest. I mean, a whole lot like Canadian. Oh, I'd have to take this up. Fine. So that's outside my house right now. Just a wee bit of surprise blizzarding. You know, no big deal. Bastards. Yeah, nothing like a surprise blizzard yesterday. Yeah. Let me switch camera back on over. No. Dude, we got like seriously. This I would say at least 9 to 12. No, more than a foot. So I would say 15 inches of snow in like overnight, and it's the wet, super water snow. And let me hit the camera button. What up, Trev? Camera button is pretty. I was set up for showing an album. Yeah. There you go. The bottom didn't get it near as much as the top did. I can tell you that. You have zero, so screw you. It's not very cold though. It's probably still, I would say, 40 something degrees outside right now. Shit, hold on. I can tell you that answer. Screw you, phone. Mike Wolf. Travis, Red, Amber, Shiz. It's the sweet morning. What's up, everybody? And now that we've done that, let's do another little trivia coin. And everybody knows about this little turd, right? Since the W craze is in action. Got to make sure you have the W's. Make sure you have the Roosevelt W's too. Both of them. Yeah. Deuce, deuce. Adios, Homestead. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. I appreciate you. Is it a 55 Philly roll or a 55 Denver roll? Because it would be much cooler if it was a 55 Denver roll. Because that D over S would be mighty nice. Yeah. Does NGC or PC just grade anything or attribute? Ooh. We're going to have to pause this conversation for 5 seconds while I rehydrate. That's important. Helps if you take a water cup. Go chicken. The DDR. I don't have any good nickel varieties other than RPMs. My very first album, my little ghetto junk album that I put together the first time had RPM 01 for the 61, I think. Which made me laugh because nobody ever looks through the 60s for anything. And I was like, haha. Son of a bitch. I pulled out one of my favorite greasers the other day. It's not that one, which means it's got to be that one. It's year 18. What happened? I was trying to see if that was a little nipple there at the bottom of that, because that would just make me laugh. If it was a greaser and the one you want to find, I'd be all kinds of super stoked. Because there is a bit of a chigga down there. I can't tell if I have any cut on the denticals, unfortunately. I'm going to say that's a no. It was worth a shot, though. Wouldn't that be cool if it was? I would be stoked. I was surprised that it was an 1888 greaser, like by itself. I thought that was pretty cool. But then I was like, ooh, 1888. That would be. I'm going to say yes, it's an overdate or repunch date for sure. Because if you look below the 8, the final one, you can almost see the hoop of an 8. Fortunately, I have to zoom back in again to show that. Right in between the denticles and the base of this 8 is almost what it looked to be the shape of an 8. It could be deconing it right now, but I don't know. I don't have the snow book on hand, so today is not that day. But I think I might be getting Brain's book here soon. I'm sure I'm getting my Cherry Picker's Guide Volume 1 of the 6th edition, which is super sweet because I let somebody borrow. Yeah, he's just a little, yes, sir. Like just a tad bit. I can see the loop from here. Slightly. Poquito. And I was listening to an old Ken Peavy or Mantic Coin or Coin Dragon, one of them, one of their old videos, and CJ was up. And CJ had just finished reading the Snow book and was like, did you know there's like 36 misplaced and overdates for the 1888? It is bullshit. I was like, oh, thank you. And I think this one here. Okay, so this is. Somebody told me I was wrong when I said it was FS 303 because I think this is FS 303. But whoever corrected me told me which one it actually was. They did some research and went into the Snow site. So, yes, this is an 1888 misplaced date for sure. I can't remember which one he said it was. And what I had thought I looked up, it was FS 303, which was only cool because my area code is actually 303. But that little thing sticking out of her ribbon there is going to be the anomalousness. This Fachiga, right? Right, Saunter. CJ cherry picks everybody on every flying. If you're selling a flying and you haven't done the research to figure out which one it is, he's gonna. He's the new Snow. I'm just gonna just Snow Junior. He's just the CSJ. He's a fucking little Snow Junior guy. Yeah, I bought this. No, I didn't buy this. I cherry picked this and then hoped it was the. See, somebody has a signed Snow book. I'm thinking it's Dacone, and I know that Scent Order has a Snow book, and I want it real bad because it's the deluxe edition. And I know that it's the deluxe edition because Chuck was pissed off that he didn't get it, and that's how I know it's good. If Chuck's irritated that he got sniped out on something, you did a good job. So I want it. I made a tray of just coins that people like to look through because they were in a tray of just coins that I saved because they're the coins that you want to look through. A lot of double ear potentials. Ooh, piece of candy. Nah, I'm just kidding. But this turd, not this turd, damn it. There's a turd over here. Hold on. Unless it's that one still. No. Oh, I have an 82 somewhere in here that's confusing. Oh, no. It's not that kind of confusing. But it's that kind of confusing. So I'm thinking RPM potential. Yes, Fushizi in the house. But then up here inside this bottom loop of the 8, I direct your attention. There seems to be something there. in the shape of the 8, but not in a way that the zinc does the stupid zinc thing. You can see what I'm saying. Oh yeah. I always do at least the sound test. I got 2 rolls of these built up just because you never find them. Yeah, if you look in the center of the bottom loop of the 8, the entire the left side has a full ring. If I turned off all the lights and screwed with my lighting a whole bunch, I would be able to get that to show 1,000 times better. Because that's how I found it earlier. I was playing with my lighting and I was like, what the fuck is this? But this coin actually has very little to none of that little zinc bubble, plating bubbles either. But I did the sound test and it didn't pass. But I'm sure that I've never seen anything like that on a Variety Vista or anything. I think Sarah Horner has a OBW bag of or a original government bag of 82 large dates, 82 Denver large dates. I want to go through it. There's some good. The 2 doubles that they have for that one are actually pretty swell varieties to get. Here, oh shit. Here we have a beast of a coin. It's a Wade Ventures. Which are decently pricey up on the good old eBay. They made these in 1 ounce rounds, 2 ounce rounds, and 3 ounce rounds. Surprise, surprise. They're called Amundineros. Yeah, because this is 2 silver Mundineros. And the other side will say exactly that. 2 silver. Dos. Silver. Mundineros. Yeah, if you look up Wade Ventures, which is on this side, that's the easiest thing to look up, come to find out. Because I was searching Mundineros. I was searching World Trade Units because it says World Trade on this side. And it's a totally a double die or repunch date. I find that hilarious. Just a little extra fun fact. Yeah, they're decently premiumed because they're pre-80s, which is always a win. Woo! And the 2 ounce gets a bit more of a premium than the 1, as you would expect. And then again, for the 3, I couldn't find a 3 though. Nobody's selling one, and I only found 1 or 2 sold listings for the 1 and 2 ounce. And then because I know DeCone still hasn't found one, and I don't think neither is it. Here's a small that I found in a roll the other day. What's that? With the missing Liberty, or missing Iberty, we'll say. This one's kind of a junker, but how many do you find in rolls? This will be number 3 in the wild for me, and that's impressive. I'm rather happy with that number. It's all right, beautiful. I was just talking to myself and Travis, and I'm thinking just Travis at this point. Which means I could have let him up if it's just Travis here. I'm just talking to myself for no fucking reason at this point. Ooh. That's how you wake up in the morning. How was your 7 or 8 hour auction the other day, Lemonhead? I came back in, like, I was lurking when you started, and I came back like 5 hours later. And you were on there, like, item 30. I was like, yes, get it. That should make me laugh. So there's a few of these that NGC will grade, that PCGS will not. Like there's an SOverrs that they do. That I think I have. Well, that changes every day of the week. I go mentally handicapped on Tuesdays. You don't even know. You know they're bringing back Toys R Us? Which kind of sucks for me because I have a bobblehead that was a Toys R Us exclusive that was worth so much more money when they were gone. I did not see any toners actually. Whew. And I only have the one toner, and I don't know if you've seen it. You probably have. I show it off because it's beautiful. And it's going to grading hopefully this damn week. This does not do it justice. It almost hurts my feelings. It has to go to PCGS for a true view. Because as you can see in regular light, it's not the prettiest. But if you get it under like direct light, there's a lot of colors to that rambus. And it's Cameo, and there's a bit of a DDO. I don't know if it's one that they care about. If it is, it's 113, the weakest one. Which I still have troubles with with convincing myself that I'm wrong when I know it's not the one that they grade, but I want it to be so bad. That's a pain in the ass. That's a pain in the ass too. Wait, we'll get rid of what? Stone. Oh, that's nasty. Whoa. You have too many rolls to do. Send them this way, beautiful. Let's do this. Hire me. What's up? I'm out of rolls currently, and I've only been able to find 2 rolls in Colorado before. I found a 45 Philly roll, and I found a 54 Philly roll. It wasn't at a coin show. I paid $2 for the 45, and I paid $50 for the 54. I think they made up they averaged out at a good price. Because $2 for a 45 roll is just insane. Especially when they weren't even damaged coins, they were pretty. And NGC actually does grade a double die for this, but unfortunately it's one that they don't have pictures for. And I haven't checked any other website because I'm lazy. I got die scratching with his chin. Miss Lady, I called. I figured you guys were sleeping. And this thing that I was talking about earlier came in a backgammon game produced to you by the Franklin Mint in 1986. These are made out of sterling silver. And there was like a bunch of pieces. And the game, I think, from what I read, the game was $286 then. I don't know how much silver was in 86. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's a Merlin coin and a Lady of the Lake coin. There's a whole bunch of them, dude. Some of them are, I want to say gold plated because they're gold, but I highly doubt that they were like gold unless they were really gold and it was just that cheap then. I forgot about that. That gold wasn't like balls expensive back then. Who knows? I don't know. Some gold colored ones at least. Just like everybody who in the world is hunting, I'm still looking for that. That's right. That damn small motto cherry pick. I'll get it one day. I'll get it one day. And that's what I'm thinking they would be. It's one of the two because they're not bronze. They're absolutely gold on the outside. They're either plated or the game was cooler than I expected. Yeah. Does anybody know where to get a Nukem Book? If I could find me a Nukem Book, I'd be happy. Yeah, I'm trying to find me a small motto 64 for not small motto 64 prices. Because nobody want to pay those. It's crazy. Crazy as hell. Yeah, I'm trying to pay small day pricing though, or small model pricing. I know better. That's why I don't own one yet, because I'll get one. And if not, I'll just start collecting 64s out the wazoo. Doesn't hurt my feelers. It's an obsolete date. I wish 20 centers weren't so damn expensive. So this is an 1846 medium date. But it's also an over date of at least some sort, because the one is at least repunched, overpunched, doubled. I don't want to say doubled, because that's a different style, I would say. And as Ken always says, look in the denticles. They hide more than you'll ever expect. And he's right, they totally do. Shit, if Rich Callie shows up, everybody knows Rich, I'm sure. That guy, I've been trying to talk him out of some of them 1,600 pounds of rolls for so long. I think I've almost got him into doing it, I swear. He likes me enough, at least. Oh, and I got 10 rolls of 70S coming as soon as I can get my stimmy dealt with. OBW rolls. But my favorite date. I'll blow my nose. Fucking surprise blizzard yesterday. I think I had shorts on in the morning. Oh, it's Daycoon. It smells delicious. It's a party. We're having a party right now, guys. We got Amber, we got Lemonhead, we got both of the Daycoon and his Homan. We had Mike Wolf, but he had to go put his Audible chocolate elsewhere. And then there's me, and I'm just killing shit because that's what I do. And I don't mean physically because that's rude. I mean numismatically. What's up? So if you have a Cheerios scent in a little cardboard Cheerios thingy, and you were like, hey, I would rather not have this in a Cheerios thingy, NGC will put it in a slab for 0 attribution fee. You just have to pay the normal grading fee, and they will put that in a slab for you and protect it. I figured you might like to know that if you did not, because I thought that was a fun fact as well. They will grade. They'll attribute a few things for 0 fee, like the small and larges on everything, the Cheerios penny. There's a few that they'll do for 0 fee, and that it's super good to know. Yeah, if you go to a Variety Plus and just scroll through it, they have a price up below like every one, and their website is super streamlined for just a quick double check to see what you got. And at the bottom, it'll have a $15 fee because it's $15 for any attribution, or it'll have a $0 fee if it's one of the ones that they let you slide on. Good morning, JC Will. I hope it's warmer there than it is here. Currently snowing. Fuck that shit. Shred the bunker. It really is a party today. What's up? I can totally put the link in chat or send it out here in a minute. I was enjoying this attention for a second. if you look at the bottom of the N and I in United here, this could be one of the ones. I know I have some 62s that I think are a bit anomalous. I kind of think this is one of them because I don't think you should be able to see that much of the Kachiga in there. Yeah, I'm going to do... All right, let me pull the crowd. What is your guys' opinion on bulk submissions? Do you think they're getting them right these days, or do you think they're not? Because I think they're not, and it effectively talked me out of... Well, I watched 2 videos recently, one from Ben, CoinGeek, over at Old Pueblo, and then one from CoinTable, Chris. Chris did, I think it was 258 Benjis or 158 Benjis, proof Benjis, and then Ben did 80 quarter, 8 rolls of quarters, and they're undergraded. Like I'm sure of it. They are undergraded. Chris got a few cherries in there. They hit him with us. I think he got 269s or something, which are money coins. But everyone he sent in was gorgeous, and they had an average of 67s, and that's crazy because they were gorgeous. And then Ben didn't get a single 67 out of it, and some of those were really, really good looking coins. And for 8 rolls to not get 167 is crazy, especially for those coins he sent in. They were good. Sorry, there's my rant. What's your opinion on it? I think they're failing. I agree. Do you think the odds of sending them batches of 15 coins, so not bulk submitting, but not overdoing it just in case you get an asshole grader, but so a 15 lot, make 10 of them or so the ones you want, and you put them in order to succeed. You make sure that your best coin is not in the front pack. You want your best coin at the final, and then do a few batches that way, because I think my chances of getting a 68 on a 1962 Philly Lincoln are much stronger, or 67 I should say, because I think that's the top pop. But see, and they shouldn't know who you are because they supposedly cut everything out and give it a number instead of a name immediately. And there's no biasness allowed. And that's, I call shenanigans at least sometimes. But if they did the number system, unless it was a certain one, agreed. And I've tried one of those people, and I didn't like the result as much. And he didn't send a coin in that I really wanted him to send in. I'm kind of offended, even. So I'm going to send it in. And that coin... is this your SMS Lincoln? He said it wasn't Cameo enough to get Cameo, and I've looked at this under a grading lamp, and this is potentially a decam quality. It's absolutely frosty for an SMS coin. One of the better ones I've ever seen personally. So I'm gonna send that one in, because I think it's a 67 Cameo, potentially 66 due to a little spot on the obverse. Oh yeah, no, no, absolutely. The ratio matters because that'll charge how much you get charged by a shit ton. Oh snap! Somebody cherry picked something, or purchased, acquired. Because I have a lot of those 62s in particular. This is probably a terrible example of one. Yeah, terrible example of one. I will find the big one day. I know this is a one, but it's not the big one, and I will find the big one day. I believe that. And I'll make sure that if I'm doing like one that matters for grade, I'll be the one grading, because I'm not cocky about my grading skills, but I'm rather confident in not overgrading, but definitely not undergrading the vast majority. Like out of my last submission, the ones that I got wrong, I still I call shenanigans on them, and I slabbed them for different reasons anyway. The two I got wrong got details grades. One I disagree with completely, and the other one, I see it, whatever, it's cool. It's not the reason I sent it though, so it's all right. But then, like both my candidates came back, I would say one under what I was thinking, but that's because I had high hopes. But one upgraded, and I got the decam that I was expecting, which was a surprise to a lot of people. We got the. I thought I was hoping for a 68 Ultra Cam, but we did not get a 68 Ultra Cam. But I got this raw, so I think I paid $10 for the set. And then this one I bought in a PCI slab that was graded a 66 Cameo, and I knew that was Shenane. So we got the upgrade that I was hoping for there. Unfortunately, pricing on these has gone down since I purchased this about a year and a half ago, so it's about worth now what it was then, even with the upgrade. And then the coin that I just blatantly disagree with them on is this one right here. Too much light. And they say that this is cleaned, and I call shenanigans. But that's not why I sent it in anyway. I thought I was going to get a 64. And it's because I think it was a cabinet coin, and it has cabinet friction around it right here. And I think they gave it a clean for that. Details. But I bought this coin because I think it's a new variety, and I'm still going to continue this fight until I either find more or somebody takes me seriously. Which I'm always constantly looking for another example of this one, because I see it from this distance without any help, there is an S inside of that O, and I am positive as positive can be. But because it's a 1902 O, and it's a date that's been meticulously scoped through. Oh, I didn't submit it for the variety because there isn't one yet. This would be a new one. This would be a Stern. Oh yeah, yes I have. Beautiful. I've even talked to Bill Fevus about this one even, or his little. I'm pretty sure Bill is molding this one into be the next Bill. I'll take any tip you feel like giving. I like to learn, and I'm not an egotistical turd. I am stubborn on this being an S inside there. I'm sure of that though. But I think the cleaning is the wreath all the way around, and then this section right here because there's change in direction in the swipe. I think that is what they were thinking was cleaned, because this is specky like it should be. It's not. It doesn't look like it was retoned. There's no real hairlines anywhere. Bird still has a lot of feathers, but just around that wreath and his tail, it just got a little doo-doo looking. Like it got sat in something. But that being said, I still think that S is there and raised. Yeah, I don't see any hairlines, and even in the reverse where it looks like it has the missing toning, it doesn't look like it was done with intent by any means. It just looks like it rubbed on something and it happened. Which in that case, I'm glad they gave me UNC details still, and considered it that instead of giving me AU details, which would make this harder to deal with. Because in negative, that S stands out like nobody's business. And if I turn the scope sideways and actually like angle it really like 45-degree angle at it, you can see the height differential in between that S and the fields behind it. And the left side of that O is a mint mark anomaly. That hole is on most of the O's that are punched with that one. Kind of like the 74S quarter with the RPMP. The repunched mint mark punch. If you don't know about that one, give that article a read. It'll save you some hassle when you come across a 74 San Francisco double RPM. Sorry, I'm opening a message. Oh, yes. Okay. I need to get that stuff. Yesterday. I just researched. Did you know that there's 3 different kinds of xylene? There's slow drying xylene. There's medium to fast drying xylene, and then there's a really like bomber mix that is ultra fast. And I'm interested if anybody has used any of the xylenes, and in that case, have they used the fast one? I assume fast is better. Looks like we have a little bit of doubling here on the top of the motto. To the north. Never noticed that before. And thank you, JC, sir. I'm actually looking for some of the other toners that I had stashed away. This is another one. It's just a weird one. I thought it was cool that there's literally not a single bit of frost on this one, but it almost looks like it's got a cameo due to the weird color change. I enjoyed that. Oh, yeah, some of them 62s though. Some of them 62s though. Yep. That's why they made the original good old Blue Ribbon illegal and ripped it from the shelves. I wish I would have lived in that era because that stuff, if you can find that stuff, holy snap, that's amazing. It's basically like magic for old copper. The things I've seen that stuff do is crazy. But it causes cancer. It's insanely evaporative. So if you leave the lid off, you can watch it. You could watch the Bible lesson. Does his ear look super funky to you guys? Because that just does not seem normal to me at the moment. Cool. Oh yeah, blow that snow this way. That's it. Oh yeah, he does. He has Down syndrome. Huh? Sorry, that was rude. He's all kind of. He's sad half the. He had a stroke. That's what we'll say. Yeah, he looks a little strokey. With a little bit of extra eyeball working. Oh, insanely flammable. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Don't ever forget. Maybe because his head definitely looks like it's got a. That's odd, actually. You'd think it would be a spiked head die crack at that rate, but there's nothing. Yeah, now that you've pointed out the double face, he definitely has some double face. That's hard to argue. And I know 62 is plagued with master hubs. The Mooster Hoob Doobles, as we all know. Like that. But, fun fact, for the 62 proof NGC, if you have a double die on a 62 proof that's decent, you don't have to look up which one it is because they're not going to either. And they'll give it a VP004 and just call it good. And if you look up why, it says there's too many different ones that look too similar for them to match each one of them up. So if you have one that's doubled significantly, such as so right here, they will put it in a slab with a variety holder for just VPO 007. It's just minor double die. I thought this one was pretty strong and deserved to be recognized, and I was pretty offended that they did not. All the birds out today makes it sound like I'm in like the middle of the forest. Huh. I got lucky, and this was mixed up with a bunch of cleaned business strike ones and little flips at the coin show. But all the other ones in little flips said cleaned on it. This one did not. So I made sure to look at all of them because I always do. And this one happens to not be cleaned. It happens to be a proof, and they just mislabeled it. I paid $8 for this coin. So always look through them. Don't trust a slab. Don't trust a flip. Don't trust who's selling it to you. Look at it, because I was so happy. I was so happy. I was so happy. Couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. You know who it was from? It was from the voice editor and everything for Coin Week magazine or Coin Week on YouTube. The British sounded dude named David, who's cool as all hell, by the way. Super nice guy. If you ever talk to him, really helpful. He's got he told me about his YouTube presence and how he started out. And showed me his nice camera, and then I cherry picked a proof Indian off of him, and it was a beautiful day. I need to check that off. MS68, holy shit. What is that worth? A good like 30 grand? Jesus Christ. I got word that the 5 on cheek variety for the SMS dime is probably going to make it into the, or is still going to be in the CPG and does have an FS number. But unfortunately, until the book's out, nobody will grade it for me with the attribution. So I'm letting it stay over there with him until the book comes out, because he's friends with Fivas, so he'll know before anybody else in the world when that book's coming out. I found this in a customer rat roll of farthings that was every date starting in 1908 to 1956. $75 or 75 cents? So I will. Is it red and MS? Because if so, I would say yes to that still. Even if that coin has gone down, that's still quality. Oh, the 66 SMS Roosevelt with the 5 on the cheek that Robert Lawson found in 77 or whatever. Ooh, I don't know what AUs are going for now. This was in the center of an OBW roll that was purple. The rest of the roll, except for like 6 coins, I would say less than 6, like 4 or 5 of these came out this metallic color. and the rest of them came out so purple you would not believe they were real. They're so purple. Oh, and then I need to reholder this. This was a cherry pick on eBay. Rated it at 66. But the reason I got her is this is FS 502, the S/D. Oh, adios, JC. I'm hoping for my mail to come today because I cherry picked another Rosie that I'm hoping to get and then reholder and then sale. How I know this is the 502 is if you go to Wexler, because for some reason Wexler has more pickup points marked than Variety Vista for a lot of stuff now. This D and that M, those two dye lines that are very clearly on in the center and then up that right arm, are the pickup points. Those are the dye markers. And then as well as it just kind of looking like it as well in mint mark position. Hell yeah. See, I need my 86. I need both of the 86s still. I need the 58 small letters or large letters. I can't remember. And then most of the 70s and the S's. But my goal last year was to cherry pick a proof. My goal was to cherry pick that proof Indian. And I'm really proud of myself. I did. This year, my goal is to make I'd like to make 10 grand this year with coins. And I think I'm off to a good start. Because I think this will be a good premium. Because this one goes for $350. So I'm hoping that the toning allows that to stay at $350, because I know that their pricing is probably not the most accurate in the cherry picker's guide. Then while we have a group of a lot of people who know stuff about stuff, the Roosevelt Bugs Bunny. What's up? How do you feel about it? Because I'm telling you, you can't get more Bugs Bunny-ish than this. And this is also something that would be brand new, that has never been put with a holder into it. But damn it, that's a Bugs Bunny. Let's count Roosevelt, man. That's all I'm saying. And the coin that I just showed you, right before that, being this one, is the same coin, same year, same date, same mint, same grade, same company grading. So that mouth should look exactly like that mouth. Because they're both graded at 66 from NGC, and they're both 47 San Francisco's. Oh, yeah. And the other point I was telling you guys that I got wrong, I didn't expect this to get details due to scratches up here. I didn't see these. And when I sent it in for conservation, I didn't expect them to scrub behind the date so much, because that wasn't nothing like that when I sent it in at all. And even though they scrubbed there really hard and it kind of screwed up my plan, if you look, I'll turn this up. If you look in between the 4 and the O, you can see the 4. If you look down towards the bottom left of the O, you can see where it folds in and the base starts to go into the horizontal arm. Yeah, that does help a little bit. Potentially a few if I play my cards right. But I think there's a 4 in between that 4 and O, and in the 0 is where the other 0 starts, and it goes around the back of it, so it kind of, you can see the inside of the O where the other one is. I got to find another one because of the conservation made this look horrible right there. But I can still see it. And now that it's settled a little bit, since I got it back, I'm still confident in what I saw before. Oh, 47 San Francisco. Beautiful. Oh, what up, Vintage? How you doing? Hey, bye-bye. Is it this one? Yep, it's this one. And the other mouth. The front lip shouldn't even be out nothing that far. Looks like he has an underbite here. And even if that was a hit mark, it still doesn't match up just the same. Yeah, these are both 47 San Franciscos. And I think this one is actually the 501 die potentially. It doesn't have as many markers to go on. But that base does split off a little bit out the back end of that. Hold on. Oh, that way. That's a little bit better. Yeah. This is another eBay cherry pick because I was pretty sure it was 501. But then getting it here, I wasn't as sure. But back to the front. Maybe. I know Variety Vista doesn't have that information, and I don't remember if Wexler did or not either. I know they tell you to look up here for something if it's 501, but even they say I don't think it's in every stage as well, just like you were thinking. And I don't see it. I didn't see anything super anomalous over here. Because the one that's 502 has those two that are super easy to tell. The one in the D and the one up along the M is what Wexler points to, is that one. And then that goes up the M. And they look exactly the same, except one has a trumpet tail and one does not. So you think it's either a clash or a break? Cool. I'm hoping if it's a clash, that'd be super cool. Because then they would potentially give it a bugs. Hooah, hooah. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, I can do that. No, not yet. Oh, this little turd. Which, if this gets to 60, what's up, beautiful? It's an effing party today. Where'd she go? The good old 70s smell date. And Cameo, I want to say decam. It's not my fingerprint. Don't kill me. Yeah, this one bugs me. And especially when I was looking on PCGS at their sold ones, and there's one graded in AU58 that has a details grade scratch through it, like right next to here, down here, huge gouge taken out. I cannot believe that it was straight graded, and especially because it's such an expensive. That's like a $300-$400 coin at that grade. I couldn't believe it. That was one of the ones that actually made me very angry. Right? I'm loving today. I'm intimidated. This is a pretty sweet one. This is my favorite coin, partly because it was destined to be with me. I paid for this on layaway at the pawn shop, and then my appendix burst, and I went to the hospital for a long time, and I lost my layaway. So it shows back up at the exact same pawn shop like 6 months later. And the dude gave me what I had paid in layaway off the price and gave it to me for what I was going to pay normally without losing it. Oh, so I was shitted. This is a Dan Carr. It's the USS Colorado Patriot Reverse in the 69 DK. And I'm a Colorado native, so it was like necessary. And then because I live in Colorado, and that's where Dan Carr's Moonlight Mint is stationed, they show up at pawn shops often. Dan Carr. Satin Silver, Fort Collins Corn Club, MS-70. And then this one, another reason why I like Annex slabs more than the others, it has this little clear thing that you can see in, that if this was a newer slab, you would still be able to read what is on the side of this coin, which you cannot in any of the other companies. And that's one more reason why Annex needs to be praised more. And this whole, you don't have to touch your slab to read what it is, hugely beneficial. Sat on that screen too long. My apologies. It's a satin finish. It's like well, they did it for some of the proofs recently, or in 2005 they did it for the Buffalo Nickels, and don't know if they did it for anything else that year, but I know that at least the Nickels have it. It's where they it almost makes them like shineless. It almost takes away the top shiny coat. It makes them almost like matte finish. It's weird. Like if you're looking at it with the scope with the light on, it doesn't reflect the light the same. Well, almost it doesn't really reflect it at all, to be honest. Yeah, the Dan Carrs, they show up all the time. These are the ones that I have left, and I think that's the Dan Carr symbol. Kinda. Let me check it back in. I mean, this one isn't even that satiny, I don't think, because the other, it should be, in my opinion, I don't know, Ken has a video that's way easier to explain. So yeah, I guess the fields don't reflect light very much compared to any of the other ones, like this. Oh, and they put silver on there because he does a whole boatload of gold. He slabs a buku amount of gold. From what Michael Kittle told me, Dan Carr actually has an open house day where you can go inside and he will give you a tour, show you the whole process, really show you the minting machine and the press and all that stuff. And then if you give him a coin to do, he will grind it down and he'll stamp coin. I don't know if it's with whatever you want, if it goes onto the program or if it's a certain thing, but he stamps it directly into your hand, so you're the only person who ever touched your coin. He bought one of the old Denver mint presses just so he could take it apart and see if he could find like an old steel planchet that was struck, or so, all the weird things he could find buried down in the depths of the beast. Look at that thumb. That's watch. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I looked at the wrong TV. If you didn't know, I have 2 TVs set up. So I'm looking in this one, not realizing that you guys are looking at nothing. That's my fault. Yeah, with the scope I have, if you can hook up, it has an HDMI port in the back, and then it also has a square port that runs to an USB. If you run the USB to the computer and the HDMI to a TV, you can run them both at the same time. And whatever I do on this TV that you guys see, it doesn't affect the other one. It's independent. So even when people change up and blow up themselves, I can still search. Rather nice. This is the Mexican Olympic round. And look at that big old bad boy thumb. Okay, that sentence needs to make slightly more sense. You know what Roman finish proof is? No, I do not. What is a Roman finish? I didn't see the is at the end, so it didn't make sense the first time I read it. That sentence makes sense. Don't forget to hydrate. Kidney stones suck. Make you want to die. Seriously, it'll make you want to die. It's terrible. I know I love my cameos though. Look, even inside the building, just like you want. Are you talking about the map proofs that they did until 16? And if so, your 10 should be a 16. Because I've studied the 09 map proof. I know that there's a die marker on the 16 map proof that I need to learn. And no, I did not know that there was another proof finish other than the matte proof finish that they did until 16. Did you know that there's a proof Morgan for every year that there's a Morgan? I mean, I know it's like a lot of people know that, but I'm surprised at how many people don't know that. Because I didn't know that for a long time. Well, I'll be looking at Roman proof, which is weird. Oh, damn, the sun's in my face. It's snowing and it's sunny in my face. That's stupid. Colorado's high. Thank you, beautiful. She's going to be the typeset silver ASE whenever I get that dance code in my possession. also get the Indian head that goes in there and the Indian spout. I don't know if I should do that, though. Is there a proof Indian spot in that album? I don't think there is. If there is, it's going in there. Should I tone them like this color? So I can't tell if I like this one or not yet. It wasn't this color when I put it in there. It's just slowly turning. Well, looks like an RPM potential. That still kind of looks like RPM potential. Yeah, I'd say so. Coquito. Who knows what reverse that is, because I sure don't. Yeah, I didn't have enough patience to deal with the damn A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or H reverses. That's ridiculous. And that's going to be 58 Denver. No, there actually is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. I'm telling you. There really is H reverses. There's H reverses. At least for the 64. Don't quote me on that being on a 57, but at least the 64, there's H reverses. Which is crazy. Yeah, that's a pretty good looker. Oh, that's not a proof. I really thought that was a proof coin. That's a really, really reflective 72 Denver. The H reverse is pretty rare too. I don't think the G is very, at least according to the latest volume of the Cherry Pickers Guide that they had out, that came out like, what, 2 years ago? The volume 5. Edition 5, volume 2. And because, Colorado's where it's at, we have the Glory Hole. That's right, what happened. Colorado's funny. The Glory Hole. And the Gilded Garter Theater. This is another damn car around. He does one of these every year where he changes the obverse and does this on the reverse. It's basically his version of the ASE, I'm assuming. I had a collection up to 4 of these different obverses of these for different years. They're always like kind of blocky, a little Egyptian in nature, a little bit. Most of them they're pretty cool though. And he marks it as a $50 trade dollar because, well, he can do that. And then he puts the weight value, of course, because he has to, because it's bullion. And where is this new button? Yeah, he doesn't do much detail in the faces because he's not good at it, and he knows he's not the best at portraits and faces. He's learned, but he doesn't make them real effeminate male figures. Like even if it's a female, he makes it warrior status. Yeah, she's tight. And more fierce than most of the dudes, which is why I appreciate the $10 gold Indian the way I do. Because that's the one time that they used a adolescent in his prime warrior Indian for the obverse of a coin, and I don't think they've done it much since. I know they did it on this one here, which I learned about this coin from Dr. G. If you guys haven't heard of Dr. G, I would search Dr. G and then just the word coins, and you will learn a lot about old proofs and random things like this. And when I mean learn about it, I mean he really breaks it down, and you go into where it's from, all the details about it, info about the Oregon Trail itself. But as I gave that away, it is an Oregon Trail. It's one of my 2 favorite commemoratives that we did. And I like it because you can still see what the baby's holding in the chick's hand in the window of the carriage. And I think that's tight. It's the most common year, which is the 26 San Fran. But I got a little too high one day and I started looking at this mint mark, and I'm pretty sure that there's another mint mark above this mint mark. But I'm not dealing with that today. Because I haven't smoked enough to deal with that today. So back out we go. That is not full bands. That is pretty good coin. That's a pretty good drum. That's a pretty good drum. That's a full rim on that drum. That is rare shit. Oh yeah, that's in here somewhere too. Stare at my woody while I look for my other coin. What happened? Or maybe the eye of the tiger. What happened? That was from old Whitman. I'm assuming Whitman, based on the old green Whitman that I have that has the glue that looks like it does this. What? For sugar? Shit. Oh, there it is. Everybody can calm down. I found it. Nobody has to die today. I'm pretty sure this is proof. I'm assuming, what's that word? Impaired proof is my assumption. A sweet clash. Yeah, I heard it did that so bad to the Mercs that it would ruin the fucking coin. It would hit you have a brilliant obverse with beautiful rainbow toning, and the back would be blank because the glue would eat them away so bad. Which is scary. Yeah, I think I cherry picked this at the last coin show for $36. Something like that, $40. I don't mind same prices because this will probably go in the album as well. And I didn't cherry pick it knowing what it was because I don't study that very much. I wasn't expecting it. But I sold him some proof sets, and instead of getting money, I had him trade me. And then doing the research, the proof die is the one that I saw that I could match up that had these two anomalies on the U right side and left side. And then I top left, broken D, which would suck. What happened? And then we skip on over to America, where top or bottom right of the A, bottom right of the M, top left of the I are all markers on the proof die. And what I didn't see on the proof die, but I did see on this one, you see the doubling, but the little chunk missing out of the double on the top side. I haven't been able to match that with anything. But that's definitely a little something there because there's absolutely a piece of that top part of the two missing on the original punch. And I noticed that the rim was flat, and then I started playing with it in the light, and it does have that. It's just that really beautiful color that'll kind of hit it every once in a while. Oh, and it has a closed H. Closed H. And like Ken and everybody always told us, the rim, how flat that rim is. And if it has one of these, right, where is it? Past it. There, the railroad rim, where it has that little extra lip to the rim, even, is something that you look for as a possibility to help be a marker to look for. That extraness to it. The hairline, as I hear Ben call it. And oh shit, I meant to do this a long time ago. Oh yeah, we have one of these. A 1754 National Smokers Association token thing. It's about the size. It's smaller than this. So this thing is larger than this thing. And that's a half dime. This is from 1754. The grade on that? Yeah, I want to say yes. I don't think I would justify giving it an XF, but a VF for sure. I would say high. How long does VF range? Is that what, 25 to 35? If so, I think it's the high end of the VF. Oh, I need my loop back up. So if ever you buy a wide angle camera and you want it to work for your coins and it doesn't, just get a decent loop and hook it up to the front of your wide angle lens and you can focus in on coins again. Nice. Thank you for doing that lookup for me. I hadn't been that far yet. That's a good score for. It was under 50. It's like $40. Hell yeah. Oh, you have a question mark at the end. I don't know. I haven't looked it up. Pricing wise, I should do that right now. Coinfax. Coinfax. Hey everybody, Dustin Morgan with CoinOp here. I miss hearing that. So you knew you were about to learn some shit. I could be sharing my screen right now, but I didn't do that. Call me an asshole. That's a dick. Dick move. You know what I like to do? I like to search misspelled words on eBay. So instead of capped bust, I put caped bust dimes, and caped bust quarters. It's pretty fun. You find shit all the time. $70 dues. Oh, I needed the proof button first. No. Shit. Oh, somebody's here. Hold on, I can't give up now. I'm almost at the price. 72 proof. I need to go backwards with pricing. Grades 25 to 60. It's $250 for a 55. Well, hello there.
Yeah, that's a good pickup. Shit.
Oh yeah, thank you. I try to snag them when I can.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sucks when you gotta leave them there,
Oh, that's the worst, man.
right?
That's why I try not to look at the coin show when I only have $10 left, because I end up finding something that's more than $10, and I know I'm never going to see again. It happened last year with toners. There was a bunch of tone Morgans that I had to pass up, and I was, oh god, somebody made money that day.
I got half of this roll still, and then I don't know why I should have like thought they would do that. Did you know Engelhart made dental gold?
I watched your auction where that you
Dude,
had.
is that a trip?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't believe I haven't came across that or seen somebody do a video or like I had no clue. But it makes sense though. It was a cool little vial. I'm surprised. I thought for sure it would go like that.
No, you were out of the sweet spot. You broke that $200 zone. You can't do that often.
No, one. It was 120.
Oh wow, that is surprising.
Yeah, because the melt on 2 grams was 110. I only put $10 over the top.
It is crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think just because dental gold, it's probably like dealers know, but like regular coin collectors, it's probably something new to them. You know what I mean?
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it is just
I just thought it was bitching. And then Engelhard, I was like, wait, the font? I'm like, that's the same one? And then looked it up, did some research, and was like, yep, the Hanover's the like sub company that, but it's Engelhard, and it's here in the States, in like I think Jersey.
That's tight.
Yeah, it's cool. Still sealed, and this came out of like a little square box, dude. They had
10 of them,
like a gang of them. What's that?
Yeah, you said there was like 10 of them.
Yeah, probably more. It was like 5 by 5, probably like 25. It was like the box was probably 5 inches by 5 inches, and this was the first one out of it. But he had another one that was older, and it was the same thing, Engelhard, but it was probably like 2-inch bottles, and they were glass, and it was in a box, and it had six vials, and each vial was like 2 ounces of gold, dude. Still the original labels, the whole thing.
Where did you find this guy? Is he a coin dealer or is he a dentist?
This is my guy, man. No, it's my guy. He just, this was out of I have been bugging him for probably about a year to get into a certain case that like he just doesn't go in very often. But I could see nickels and like some other stuff, and I can tell it's been there for like probably 40 years. But it's like in an old glass case that might have been like part of where the cases they have now, like it's probably like they remodeled a shop or something. So the thing's chock full of stuff. So finally it was just one of those days where it was the right day to ask, because most of the time it's just too busy, like we're always doing our thing, but the traffic just gets crazy. So it was kind of quiet, and he just went over, sat down, pulled a chair, and just started handing boxes up to me. And he goes, all right, take a look at this. Take a look at this one. And he just started putting stuff up on the counter. And I'm looking, and then he puts that first one, and I'm like, what is this? I open it, and I'm like, man, because I like little like vials and boxes and shit like that. It's cool.
Yeah.
And then when I saw it and I read it, I go, oh my God, 2 ounces of gold each. I go, wait, there's 6 of it. I go, dude, this is like 12 grand right here. I'm like, I can't, I'm not even like, I can't even take one of these vials right now.
Right.
Yeah. I go, but it's freaking cool. He's like, yeah. He goes, I forget how much like neat stuff I have or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I already know. It's like, there's never been one time that out of hundreds and hundreds that I haven't seen something that I go, damn, I didn't even notice that the last time I was here, last 100. Pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, man, that's freaking crazy. I really, really thought because gold is just so popular. And then the size, you know, like the little coins did well. They freaking loved them. But I get it though, and I know I'd rather people not get stuff if they're not really comfortable. You know what I mean? Like that's really the wrong play, anyways. That's dope. That's pretty big too. I got a little miniature one that like hangs on a necklace. It's a looking eye, right?
Yeah, it's a nautical telescope.
Dope, dude. That is dope. Brass.
London, 1915.
Yeah, that's sweet. I got a little teeny miniature one, dude, that actually slides open and it has a loop where it must have hung like on a necklace, you know?
Yeah.
But it doesn't see very far. I bet that sucker probably works.
Yeah, it does work pretty well actually.
That's cool. And it's got his original label. That's badass. I dig so.
Royal Navy telescope from London, 1915.
Right on.
Much better.
World War I. Oh, I could imagine, T. That's turn of the century. That's the same time that thing was made. Well, a little earlier, but same thing. Now, what was the? That's dope. That's freaking handmade.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've taken it to 4 antique shops, and they say when you find out, let me know because it's tight. But we have no fucking
Chinese, dude. I think I have an old ancient like Chinese incense dish that's all hand done, and all the little. It's got the mosaic in it, all the little colored like stones and stuff, the glass, but they're natural. Yeah, that's badass. It just looks like it needs to be clean. Or
no, that's it. Like it's they're you can feel them too. They're high relief. Like
it could have even been somebody that it's folk art. Somebody made that, you know, like in a pottery class or something.
It's old as shit. I know. Looking
that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like a mass-produced piece. It looks like somebody made it. That's one and only.
Pirate rum jugs come up.
Yeah, I dig that. Dude, folk art is like big time. It's like this. This little sucker's 400 years old, dude.
Nice.
And all those little stones, those are natural like that. Like those are like when I did all the research and stuff, and it's all hand done and pounded, and it's Chinese, and it's for incense. Pretty bad. I'm always amazed at tedious. Like I could never do that.
Yeah, I don't have the
patience on. I hear you.
What's up? How are you doing?
Hello.
Hey. What the hell am I looking at, man?
That's a pretty.
I don't know. I haven't been able to find out. I've been trying. I've been to a lot of antique shops, and they say they have no idea, but they're interested once I find out.
You need to send a picture of that, Dr. Lord.
Yeah, a pirate rum jug comes up.
She'll tell you.
Antique Roadshow was supposed to be here a month after COVID put us in lockdown in March last year. So fucking pissed.
Like that style, the shape, that was the popular shape like during a certain time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because my mom had one that was like identical shape, but it was you could tell it was mass produced.
And then this thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember that thing. That thing's badass.
It's Victorian.
Oh, for instance.
A sugar shaker is what it could potentially be, and if so, it's highly expensive. But I'm
Is it
not
really?
sure.
It looks just like the one they use at Catholic Church.
Yeah, it's definitely Victorian. It's one of the old ones.
Is it Sterling?
Oh yeah, this is.
Yeah.
This
Badass.
one doesn't give me a number, but it's made in England and it's got a pineapple with a cross on the top. I don't know.
Got a silver book that's got like 20,000 hallmarks in it.
And this says 5,700 and has a shit ton of them.
Yeah,
And is beautiful.
that's a lot of work, dude. Looking those things up, man. That's where Google really comes in handy. Yeah, that's dope too. It's like a gravy bowl.
Yeah. And it toned all cool and blue and purple. And what happened?
What kind of bird is that? Whose bird?
That's hers. That's the vintages.
Are those little parakeets?
Yeah, they're loud as hell. I'm sorry.
I had one when I was a kid, man. For a long time. They're blue and white ones.
Yeah.
Jojo. His name is Jojo.
Jojo.
Yeah. We kept them at my grandparents, but I was there like every day.
Yeah.
So it was like my grandma and my bird.
That's fun.
Yeah, that one right there. That yeah.
Damn.
I like that.
Dude, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucker be melted down so quick.
No, not that one, because
that's some bread.
I think it's more kind of like crust. I think.
Yeah.
It was amazing how much sterling used to come in the shop. And Old Blood had a drawer, like a pretty big drawer that when the drawer was full, then we'd send it off to the smelter. But everything has to be 5 inches and under, right? So as a side job, he would send a lot of stuff home with me to cut it up. Or to take the like the sterling silverware or the handles, but the blades are stainless, so you'd have to get the handles off. And they're like concreted on. That's cool looking right. That's straight vintage.
They're concrete on.
Yeah, like there's they used like they were 2 pieces, the blade by itself, and then the handle would be all decorative sterling silver. And then there was like this mix that they did that was like a kind of like a mortar. They slip the handle on and then it would set up, and then that's what would give the weight to them too, because it's really just the skin, the silver, all the carving and look like leaves or whatever. So it used to just like, I started out because I'd never done it before. I had a vise and I'd just crush them in the vise, turn them, crush them, turn them, and it would break that stuff up, and then I'd be able to get it to slide off, but you had to get the stuff out. So I'd like kind of like, needle nose. I tried everything. Finally, I thought, I wonder like if this stuff, because I was construction for 20 something years, the concrete will fracture with heat, like a torch. So I started heating them with the map gas, and those suckers would just slip off. And that was it, man. I'd get them all done, like lickety split, didn't take too long, and that was a $100 bill, man, when I brought it back to like the next morning. So that was cool.
Yeah.
It's my pure silver cock ring. It says really on it.
That what it is? Silver's good for you.
So it says really on it.
Oh, hell.
I'll make that shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Hey, you give it a little tune hand.
Willie.
It's an inch long and 5 inches around. You ain't gonna hit the bottom, but you're gonna hit all the sides. A napkin holder, right?
No, I honestly to be honest, I don't know.
Usually just round rings like that, they held like dinner napkin or fancy napkin.
Yeah.
I love the carving and stuff though. I like all that ornate shit, man.
Yeah, keep great shit.
See, like all that stuff was hand done, you know? All of it.
Oh yeah.
The dime, they don't
My
even the
crack
gunsmiths, man, they're using the computers and the CNC machines and like pretty soon no one will know how to do that stuff.
All I'm saying is they had crack spoons back then. Because that was a fucking crack spoon if I ever saw one.
Yeah. 84.
Yeah.
See, ooh, I didn't ship this yet.
Yeah.
Here's a just about unspeculated 2-center. He's on the fence keeping it. Higgins, I got shit. There's about 8 pounds of Higgins in that arm right there.
What is it?
Higgins is ink, fountain ink.
Yeah,
Oh.
Indian ink.
Yeah. As long as it's water soluble. And then Pelicans is what we end up using all the time.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see there. I gotta see what I'm doing. Oh,
Oh, wow. That's neat. I like that.
See, like that's ornate, man. That's a design. That's got a lot going on. It's good looking. It's symmetrical. It's like classic. I like that. What year is that one you're showing earlier, Stern?
64.
Oh, okay, yeah, same thing, first year.
Yeah, I'm trying to help me a small motto.
Yeah, right.
And only pay,
Thousands, dude. Thousands, even in low
yeah,
grade.
because that in an MS grade is thousands of dollars, and that in the large
Exactly.
in the same grade is like $30.
No, there's $100 in like AU55.
What the large motto?
64, yeah, with the common. The
Wow.
large is the common, right? The small.
Yeah. The small is the one that's like buku
Yeah.
money.
In large. Matter of fact, $98. If I'm not.
Oh, welcome back, JC. I don't know who all's here in chat. We've lost a few.
JC Will, that this thing is freaking crazy. Beautiful. I dig it. He sent me an email and a photo of the 86 Indian. It's all striped and colored. And this thing is bad arse. It's nice too. But I like that 86 JC.
Hell yeah.
He
I like
teases.
digging.
I need to get some. I think some blue ribbon or some conserve would really benefit this coin.
I wouldn't mess with it, dude. I leave it just like it is.
It's so dirty in front of her face.
Yeah, she's in good. She's in really good shape.
But look how beautiful it would be if that went away.
See, she's beautiful like she is to me.
But if the color would show right here, this is the only spot that I think would be super beneficial. And this PVC.
It almost looks like she's been plated.
I think it was cleaned long ago because the dye lines are going the right direction. They're not speckles. They're still heading towards the rim, like you should see. which is the huge benefit that I saw.
And you see how it's all wearing out, like in all the flat areas, but all the protected, it's still shiny silver in the protected. That's kind of like the way a plated coin wears off.
This one doesn't give me great
silver in hand because I'm like, I know how I see it on my screen, but that doesn't mean that's how it looks.
I don't know how it looks on your guys' screen right now either. I'm looking at the other TV that's in HD.
Yeah, right on. I mean, in hand though, like you're looking at.
Oh no, yeah, in hand it doesn't look. It definitely doesn't look clean, or it looks cleaned. It doesn't look plated. It looks like it was cleaned a long, long time ago.
Yeah, because almost 99% of them were. It's more likely it was clean every single one of them coins.
Yeah, I think this is just an awkward retone.
Yeah. Right on.
Because yeah, you can see where it was like different colors around the stars from the cleaning. Yeah, I don't think it was replated. Because she still looks pretty legit.
Dude, it's weird because
I haven't replated it.
It was galvanized, bro. Straight galvanized. And I went on and did homework research. I literally found one article in the whole damn internet in the world, and it was somebody that came across the same thing. There was a coin collector, and the guy had tried to ungalvanize it and still like salvage a coin, but the process was like this long, extravagant, like there's no way I was gonna do it.
Sorry, yeah, it's so much better.
But it still was. It was like in the greatest shape. I wonder. I can't remember who bought that. It's been a while. Oh, that's good.
It doesn't change sizes. You don't have to do that if you don't want to.
What happened?
Oh, Vintage dropped down, and I was making sure she didn't think that it was going to make our screens any larger if she did, because it only matters when there's 4 people.
Let's see if I can get this sucker to show.
Yeah, see, we stay the same.
These are like the most prettiest toner Wheaties I've ever owned myself.
Don't mind me. I'm going to mute myself while I do some halftime desk clean because it's getting
like straight pearlescent. This one's blue as hell, blue and purple, man. That's like beautiful. And then when you get them over, look at that bad boy. You get him in the right light, he looks like he's just stealing. And then all of a sudden you turn it a little bit and he's just baby blue.
Damn.
Yeah. Dope. It's just purple and blue and pink. Pretty good looking.
How come on StreamYard the camera looks really good, but I go to Facebook and it looks shitty?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not really like good with the computer stuff. I'm learning still.
Like I upped the quality, like it's on the highest quality video, and it looks like crap on there. Huh. Y'all's looks good, but mine's like blurry looking.
Well, what kind of camera are you using?
Well, this is my scope here.
Okay.
But like ours looks really good. Looking at it here with y'all. Yeah. And then I go to the YouTube side and it just doesn't look the same.
Oh, that would be just the processor that they have for the. Did you do the same thing here? So go to your camera mic settings, go to show advanced, and then make sure you're at 720 resolution on here.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, I am.
And then go to the YouTube and do the hit the wrench on the YouTube side and make sure that you're on the highest quality on the YouTube side as well. It likes to put me in 144 on both of them randomly, and I hate it.
Oh, I switched cameras. Oh, shit. That's strange.
They're temperamental, aren't they?
Hold on,
Like they got a mind of their own, these damn cameras. Like, get right, camera. You know what's good for you. This 58 is like blue as hell in hand. Like, it sucks, man. I wish I could. These cameras showed better, but they're not really made for this small thing. The camera I want, like the one that would do it beautifully, like TV, they're like $1,400, man. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of scratch.
Sorry, I almost peed myself.
What happened?
I almost peed myself. I had to get real quick. We're good.
Hey, you do what you gotta do.
Oh, I did.
One of them was crazy. Oh, this one, the reverse. This thing is pink, purple, every color in the rainbow. No, it's not really
nickel.
Maybe it'll go down a little. I want to focus. Got the orientation backwards. Oh, it's working.
That's a pretty decent one.
I think my light's too bright. Maybe.
Oh, nice. Is that a channel Steak Air?
Is that a sticker?
No.
Oh, I was like, that's sick. That's a dope sticker.
Oh, your light's just okay.
Yeah, it's some sunlight coming through my room. Sunroom.
Nice.
I tried to set up my scope here because, like, I can hang it from the window. But, because I bought a dang another scope stand and it was the wrong one. And they sent a different one than what was on the, in the pictures and stuff. So I guess it's for a regular microscope. It might, I don't know. It says USB microscope, but it will not fit mine.
Oh, that pissed me off real good.
Yeah, they gave me the money back, told me I could keep it, but
I
don't know. Everybody I can use it.
Shit, buy one next time. Yeah, this ain't working right. The shit ain't fitting. Like, keep it.
Let me see it. Where's it at? I'll show you.
Look at that.
It's actually a pretty good quality one, but it won't fit mine. You know what I mean? Like,
is it too small? Because if it's not too small, just like wrap some cloth around it and make it the right size.
Well, no. See here. Let me see. Let me switch cameras. Excuse my desk. It's really dirty. Oh, you can't even see my desk. You see that?
I see. Yeah. Yep. I got the same thing. Except the arm is different.
You do?
Yeah, it's the same bottom and like, but the arm that sticks out, mine's round to take the like the microscope slits into the round part. But I like it's aluminum, right?
Yeah.
Like the base. Yeah, I like the base.
Zip ties?
Yeah. Huh?
Do you have zip ties?
Yeah.
Put your scope at the very end of it, like at the very end, and zip tie through the hole and wrap it around it. Like, yeah. Just,
Well, look how low it is.
No, hold it up higher. Yeah, but yes, like that. Yeah, but above the twisty part. So go down just a little bit further to where you're a little bit further from the. Go down. Other way. You were going right there. Yeah, right there. Do it right there where you can still turn your dial. Go down further.
Oh yeah.
You got any liquid nails?
No, go down further than that. Go down to where you're on the other side of where the turny dial is. Other side of the turny dial. Yeah,
Right
so
there?
go to the other side of that. Go above that. Yeah, go right there. Yeah, do it about right there. And then if you need it to be closer to the stand, you can just screw it down or up.
Yeah.
Yeah, do like that.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. Right on.
Yeah, that's an easy rig. That's an easy way to rig that up. That's not going to be hard at all. That's a win.
Little super glue, little duct tape, number 2 pencil. Show you my guy here. Just some super glue, some duct tape, and a number 2 pencil.
You gotta have a paper clip. You have to have a paper clip.
And a paper clip.
No, I've learned that you can get into about 80% of the locks made today with a piece of a Red Bull can.
I watched that. That dude is amazing.
Yeah, locksmith and lawyer. He's a genius.
Yeah. That shit is like straight amazing.
He's a magician. Yeah. I'm glad the world doesn't know what he does.
Because we used to do it old school. We just carried around a can of Freon and a hammer. That's it. When there ain't a lock in the world, you can't freeze and just jimmy.
Now it's illegal to carry the hammer with a license.
But some of these locks now, they got smart to that. So like the ones that are round, there's nowhere for the hammer to really catch, or the real small ones, and it's a pain in the ass. Not that I, out there busting locks over or anything, but we used to steal each other's bikes a lot. So this turned out to be some company made a bunch of these.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it might have been legit, and maybe it was just they were testing setting up dies. But I found one photo, but it was identical. That's cool. Still pretty hard to find. Something neat. Copy of the Hawaiian $50.
Yeah,
I thought there was a Hawaiian $50. That actually would have been fucking retarded.
Yeah, dude. Because look, it's just a piece of scrap copper. Like clearly, you can tell it was press broke. Like the machines that cut the sheet, and it's an odd shape. So I just imagined like seeing some guy that worked there pick it up off the floor or something and just like put in between the dies, maybe testing to see if they're set right. I don't know, but the design is down to even the weakness on the right and the strength on the left. That's how the real dies was. The dies were. They struck the coins like this, so real specimens look like that, dude. So I was like who would go that far if it was something that's just a copy, like a knockoff? But shit. So still neat. I never saw it before. I thought it was pretty neat. Been neater if it was, like I would have been happier if I didn't find anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because it still gives you hope. Denver. Grab I love these tokens too. The Lincoln smashed into
I got one.
horseshoe.
I don't have any of those.
Whoa.
Look.
I would say that is like for a campaign. And
Just a
1980,
good luck token, they call it.
yeah. I have something like that. Here, let me show you.
Yeah, they made them in like the day I got this one. There was a few others, but I just ran out of bread. And that one was made to be a keychain, and it was actually a horseshoe shape with the Wheatie in the middle.
Yeah.
This one is what?
That's
Good
cool.
government, Fluent, Russell B. Fluent. Yeah. So it was maybe somebody running for office.
Yeah, mine was 1980s, running for Congress, something. It's inside. I have to go. I don't know where it's at.
Now, what is
But
that
I got
you got
this.
up there?
Good luck. Huh?
That's a Benjamin Franklin souvenir penny.
Oh hell!
Franklin's the man. That's dope. Is that just a copper block?
It's the size of a penny. It's literally you could use it in a gumball machine as a penny if you had it.
Yeah, the Franklin. Oh, it's a money clip.
Yeah, it's exactly the size of a normal Lincoln. I mean,
yeah, it's just a little bigger, maybe.
No, exactly.
Same size. Yeah.
Yeah, same weight and everything. It'll fit in the vending machine all the same.
No shit.
Yeah, I found that randomly in one of those like foreign buckets that they put out front for the kids. I was like, hell, now I'm taking this.
Look at that. Now that's a wheat sin in there.
Yeah.
That is cool. I've never seen that. That's badass.
Thermometer and a mirror thing.
Cool.
It's got the key and never be broke.
Yeah, right on.
It's got 4-leaf clovers up there and stuff. It was I don't know if you can read that or not. I'll read it. It says, "Hot or cold, we are here to serve you. Frank Lane Burning Company in Newton, Iowa." Don't ask me how I got down the phone.
Yeah,
I found this.
Like most of the things that are out there were done by these companies, just regular companies. Like all the 43 steels that were remanufactured, there was a company that did that, and they did a few million of them. So that's why there's so many out there. Or the gold-plated Roosevelt dimes, the Mercury dimes you see, that was done by a company with 15,000 of them, and they gave them to their employees. They were like gifts to their employees. So I remember the first time I got a gold-plated Mercury dime, I thought it was like it's real gold, and I was all excited, never seen it before. That's good looking. I like that, and that's badass. And but that's what it was when I did, found out. Just common.
Yeah, found that one at the coin shop. And then I got this in change from a coin shop one day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he gave it back to me. It didn't change. This was just my change back as on a purchase.
Just depends on the shop I worked at with the old cat. He was from the old era, and it was like every time something new I would like learn or read, and I come back to work the next day, and he'd just look at me and laugh. And then I would come in and go, "Look, I found like something like a DDO or something." And he go, "Let me see," and I'd hand it to him, and then he'd throw it at me. You know what I'm saying? He'd just throw it. I'll bounce it off your chest. That's what he'd tell me, and I just like he'd break. My heart was broken. He didn't. It's like Aaron's variety's still not very a big part. The toning. He was still from the toning. He didn't. It's damage to a coin. They didn't.
Yeah, but if it's
about all that, but
if it's a coin that was before 1920 and it's silver and it's not toned at all, that coin's been cleaned in his eyes.
That's because they've all been cleaned, and every dealer cleans their coins, dude.
Unless it's tarnished and
every single coin has almost every coin, more coins than not. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, unless you have the real
something.
the spray misting toning on it that you can tell when it.
No, they just dip them. They dip them because it's like
it makes
there's no way you get eagles without getting milk spots and stuff like it's normal. It's common practice, but it has to be done properly, and you can't dip coin 2 times, 3 times, but it depends on which kind. Is it silver clad or copper? Like you can't do it.
The fine mist goes away when you dip it once. Like this would go, it wouldn't come back this speckly, like this fine of a mist.
It ain't coming back like that, period.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. That stuff's coming off easy. You can take her right back to her original mint luster if she hadn't been clean before. But odds are you'll find out, and it's hard to know she's been cleaned once or twice lightly in her life, but you will find out from doing it once because it'll be the third time not knowing, and that you can't do. Like 3 and 4 times, she'll get to a place of like this weird, you'll get to hairlines and the haze, and it's just the lusters will never be like mint luster. You know what I'm saying? She'll look like a 60 grade. She'll always, that's the best she'll ever get is just an unk. But there's all kinds of stuff to do and use, dude. And they had all, it's even now, I know this one old dealer that there's some guy in LA that he has his own recipe, dude, for like this stuff that they clean pennies with, wheats, that brings them back and makes them like fucking, they look like the ones in the $1 million auction.
It's Blue Ribbon. You're speaking of a substance called Blue Ribbon, and I wish I could find it.
It's not Blue Ribbon though. It's like Blue Ribbon is what my guy sells on the shelf.
They don't make Blue Ribbon anymore. That's the stuff.
Well, I mean, the stuff they have now, the MS 60 or 70, all the.
Oh yeah, I got that stuff.
There's a million of them, dude. But
no, Blue Ribbon was
Blue Ribbon stuff.
They pulled it off the shelf because it caused cancer. They pulled it off the shelves. Like
everything causes cancer.
In your day, they pulled it off the shelf.
Yeah, we had
Blue Ribbon. I only know Blue Ribbon because
we had a 2.5 gallon, not 5. The 2.5.
I only know Blue Ribbon because of fucking
Blue Ribbon. They sat behind the counter, right in between my desk and his desk, right there. He offered to give it to me when he shut down the shop, and I was like, what the hell am I gonna do with it? I ain't trying to get pulled over with no fucking thing full of chemicals that's illegal now. That was the last thing I needed, and I don't clean my coins, so.
No, I
never learned how to do this stuff, so I don't mess with it. I never needed to, really. I don't deal in like Eagles, and I don't buy monster boxes. You know what I'm saying?
So this coin was dipped.
So it's not. Yeah, it was common. It's not.
I dipped this coin.
It's not used against the coin. It's not. It's all known. That's the way it was. The turn of the century, all the things that were with for coin collecting. I got books that they encourage you to clean your coins. They tell you how to, because it was commonplace. It was not thought of the way it's thought of now. That's relatively new, but it's literally always been around. You know what I'm saying? Anything a dealer can do to make a coin subpar look up to par, these guys that do it on a bigger grand scale, like I can't really knock a guy. They got more bills than I do, I guess. I'm just a little guy, so
shit. All old copper's rubbed with a horsehair brush with a mineral oil.
Well, that's proper way though, dude. That's how you're supposed to do it, right?
Yeah.
That's proper. That's like, and it's just like if you need be, and that's because it's like
all of them before they're slabbed
without hurting it.
All the colonial copper and all like the pre-90
copper. It's kept in a little type of paper. Then you keep them in brown flip folders, dude.
Yeah, before PCGS or NGC slabs them, they brush them with a horsehair brush and then hit them with a little bit of mineral oil, and that's how they stay with their age.
You keep your coins in these.
That's not as good for old copper, I've learned.
No, it's what makes it so hazy. Raw coins is what they keep them in, dude. In the little
silver, yes. So you keep silver in those. Keeping copper in those is not good.
Copper.
I just went through and took all mine out.
the most first official and the biggest dude in the world that does that 4 PCGS. That's how he keeps the copper.
They made mine spotty. They made milky. They made my copper turn milky on my 62s. I was really offended, and I took them all out because of it.
You don't put it raw in the paper.
Yeah. And I have guardhouse manila envelopes.
Don't put it in there by itself like that.
Yeah, they're from guardhouse.
You got to. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's like a plastic. I don't know exactly what it's. It's not like regular plastic like this, but it's wrapped first, like in a parchment paper. The coin, then the coin's kept in manila. That is the best way, the safest way to keep old copper.
I disagree with the copper part, but okay.
Well, I mean, that's how they keep the most expensive.
Well, we're going to agree to disagree, my friend.
What's that?
I'm going to agree to disagree with you on that one.
Well, I myself, the professionals, they're like the guys, they've been doing it. Like I don't even weigh in. I just listen.
No.
Some things you're not going to invent a new mousetrap. And my opinion literally doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll never own $1 million coin. Shit, I'll never own a $10,000 coin.
I'm hoping to do that by the end of the year.
I'll take $1,100 coins any day, baby. How big a clip? Oh, that's a nice size. There you go. What the hell is that guy's name? Damn it. Let's see. Where would it be?
I could tell the year on this one.
I love clips. You know where I got my first clip coin? JC Will gave me my first clip coin.
Nice.
Really?
I still got it, JC. I still got the letter and the coin in the same flip, the cent you sent me. So I came across it not too long ago. The other day. I'll be around here somewhere close.
This sound.
Oh God, no. So much better.
Yeah.
Like a trial stamp. You know what? I'm sorry. I just saw the chat right now. That's what I thought it was, but it turns out there was some outfit that made a bunch of these right here. I sure was hoping it was that. That's what I would, and I didn't call it that trial stamp. That's the perfect way to describe what I thought it was. It just made sense to me. But you know what though? That's what it's made to look like. And they did a really good job. I just think it's bitching. I love like trinkets, like stuff like this for, to keep on my desk. Just like but this turned out to be, I finally found what it was. They made these and they came like glued to cards. And they did them in silver too. This one's not silver, but God, it weighs a ton. This is like friggin' a pound. And I couldn't for the life of me think like it's not a die, but like it looks like you can stamp with it. It's hard, it's metal, and it had a serial number, big old serial number on the back. It was a series that some outfit did, and they're pretty collectible too. Like they fetch good money. Now I can't remember where I got that, but it's cool. It's got the obverse and reverse on there. I just thought that was neat. I like stuff like that.
Just so you know.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, if it didn't have this damage, I'd be so much happier with this thing.
Hey man, you got one.
It's going into Type 10.
Yeah.
It's a small 10.
And she's got lots of detail. Like that's badass.
Yeah, and it's the more expensive variety until you get to the small over large. Because there's a small 10, a medium 10, a large 10, an extra large 10, and a small over large 10.
Yeah, a lot of different. There's a lot of stuff in the
And then there's the one that you really want, which is the curled 2, where it's not straight down here. And if you find that in any grade, you found yourself some fucking money.
Yeah, it's a trip because I found the like the rarest one, the 23. There was an overdate. There's only 150 estimated survival in all grades. I've found 2 of them, but they're not even like very expensive. So it's not always the rare equals money. It's a trip.
Thank you, JC. So that's
Vintage Soul said, "There goes her computer."
Yeah, so she got shut down.
Ouch. Oh, I got lucky too with the. I got a whole roll of 1928 Canadian small cents, dude. So, just random, one roll, but it had like 4 uncirculated in there in their tone.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
An ostrich and a kangaroo holding up a shield. It's inventive.
Look at that bad boy. That's a wonderful coin right there. Those are super popular too.
Yeah, I found it raw at the bottom of like a World Bin shoebox, and I couldn't let it sit there. I felt horrible. I was like, dude, this is way too pretty.
Yeah, that's dope.
I was like, it had more luster than most of the, like any of the coins in there. I was like, fuck, I can't leave that there. That's rude.
This one, you move around, and he's rainbow, dude. It's crazy.
All right, almost done with the halftime desk clean.
Yeah, one real nice crusty one. That's the stuff these old dudes they like toning. This is the shit right here. You want them to look crusty, because that's like, I guess it's, from what I learned, it's easier to call that it's legitimate when it looks like this. It's hard to recreate that kind of tone. It's almost like you can see it built up on the surface. It's not so pastel.
I only have one of those, and I think it's a 23. It might be a 25. It's either 23 or 25.
25 is the key date. 25 is the good one you want.
I hope it's a 25.
Yeah, 25.
It's in my foreign album over here.
It's worth money even in low grade, dude.
Oh, it's in good grade. It's in high grade. It's in about that condition. It's rather impressive.
Well, then any one of those years, really. I think that I want to say like 20. I think they did in like a high vintage. But still, any of these early small cents Canadian in like mint state grade or unk, they're $100 and $200 and $300 coins, dude. Like these ones right here on the Canadian website. When you click on the US, so it does the conversion for you, which is nice. I like that feature. Or else you got to go get an app on Google, pain in the ass. I think they got like 5 different countries, like different monies. It's pretty nice. I like the Canadian website. The Coins in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's easy to navigate. It's a good website. One C and one has the L. You got the both. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Well, the 4 best wheat or Indians I've had were a couple of them were high grade, and Alden Davis got them from me. we did a deal. I was gonna take him to auction, and instead he jumped the gun and made me a good offer. He sent one of them off to grade, and I had graded it, I think like at 63 or 4, and I real in my heart, I think it would make 5, and it was rainbows, and it was all like just beautiful, and I haven't heard back from him about it, and he sent PCGS, so the difference was like from 300 to like 1,500. So I want the higher grade for him, even though that I sold it for a lot less, but man, that would be dynamite if it comes back that way. Hey JC, it's good to see you, man. Be well, my friend.
Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it always, my friend.
And thank you for the photo. The best photos of coins I got were all emails from JC Will.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
He knows his stuff, man. I've learned a lot from that dude.
Oh, wrong coin. The Indian Woody. Where is this cat trapped? God damn it! I gotta figure out where this cat's trapped.
What's that? What happened?
I don't know. I'm in an apartment complex, and there's like 2 feet of snow outside, and there's a cat trapped somewhere.
It is 53. Oh my goodness. This thing is pearlescent, purple and blue, and it just looks like it's wet all the time. All the time. It's not even fair. Look at the reverse on that sucker. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I want to eat it. It looks like candy.
There it is.
It's like candy. Ow. Every time you cartwheel it, you see it a different way. It's got a different color. You gotta love copper, man. How could you not be a coin collector and not absolutely adore copper coins?
There's my purple and blue.
Yeah, it's like they're so reactive, man, and they do the craziest stuff. The purple and blue is it's starting to be my favorite.
And we have here
Roadrunner got a 70S roll from me 2 or 3 weeks back. I think he scored like a third of the roll, small dates.
He said 3 originally, but I can only get him to prove 1. I tried to get him to prove all 3, and he only showed me 1 in a flip because I don't believe that he pulled 3 even.
He didn't show me, but
yeah, I called him out on it.
Did you?
Yeah, oh yeah. I've been. The small date is my favorite.
I don't know. I've never really. He never gave me a reason to not believe him or nothing. I'm not saying anything either way. I mean, I'm like, I didn't know.
He's giving me a couple, but mainly the 70S is my favorite coin. So I think it's much, 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 much rarer than the world thinks right now. So when he said 3, I called bullshit, and he showed me 1 that day, like way later. But when I tried to get him to show me more, he got all offended and wouldn't do it. Because I think it's rare. I've only found 3 my entire life. In the past 3 years, I've only found 3. 5 if you include the proofs. This one right here is the one I found in circulation. This is my best one I've ever found because I've never bought into a small date before. I've only gone the one that I found in here.
I had like 3 or 4 for auction. They were pretty nice. And I got one right now that's nice and red and mid state, but it's got a carbon spot, and it's like right in like the worst place. It's not that it's big; it's just eye distracting. It's like in between his nose and eye. And it sucks, man, because the rest of it is like just clean as it can be. But that's the way it is, man. It comes with the territory. Sometimes you catch fire, and sometimes you get set on fire. God, why are these not showing that well? It's probably the light. It's got to be the light.
Oh, I'm out of cigarettes. I'm gonna have to go here soon. That's the son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's freaking emergency shit right there for me.
Yeah, because it's like a foot of snow.
I can't do anything without cigarettes. No,
there's a whole lot of prep. There's a whole lot of prep work into me going to get cigarettes too. Like,
is it really?
Oh, it's like 2 feet of snow outside right now. We had a surprise blizzard yesterday.
Oh, is it snowing where you're at?
Yeah, I got a foot of snow. Yeah, I got a lot of snow. Yeah, is it snow? Yeah, matter of fact.
Yeah, I take it for
Snow.
It was like 77 yesterday, sunny, clear all day. I don't know how I put up with it.
Yeah, just a little bit. Oh, it was like 72 degrees the other day. It's probably 50 degrees outside right now.
Well, Colorado's high as shit. You got like another couple weeks of that before it's...
No, it comes randomly, bro. There was no snow on the ground 2 days ago. This was the...
Yeah, that's a trip.
And then it'll be gone in 2 days. I guarantee it. It'll be fucking 65, 70 degrees again. Because that's just how Colorado rolls. She's high as fuck.
So it'd be all wet and shit.
Not really. It just doesn't. It doesn't rain much right now. Still.
Well, I mean, like when the snow melts.
Oh fuck! When summer comes, no. It'll rain once a day for like an hour at like the same time. It rains at 3:30. It's weird, and that's it.
Yeah.
But we have more sunny days than Florida. We're like the third sunniest day in the states.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, because even in the winter it's sunny right now. And within 5 seconds, this is now outside and the sun's fucking ablazing. Looks a lot different than it did 5 seconds ago. It's sunny as fuck. It's all in my face. Funko Pops. I'm moving in like a week. Oh shit!
Are you moving?
Or not a week, in like 2 months. The who I'm living with is moving out of state.
I don't know why the camera won't. Because this one is freaking gorgeous. It's not
all right.
Well,
if anybody's still here, or if anybody watches this whole thing, just so you know, any coin I have is for sale. Everything has a number.
Yeah, that's what it's the truth. It's like, yeah, I collect too myself, but everything's for sale.
The ones in my dance code probably gonna be a higher number than you're gonna want to pay, and that's for a reason. It's because they've made it to my dance code.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to. You can't charge for sentimental. You can.
I can't. See, I don't want to get rid of it. So if you want it bad enough,
too many sales though.
If you want it more than I want to keep it, you'll pay for it to do so, because I only keep one in the album. That's why the ones in my album are the varieties. I kept the best. I kept a fucking an MS 64-6 fucking 58 RPM 1. My 70S is a 66 or 7 RPM 1. I try to put the best one in there for a reason, and it's because every other one that goes into a flip or an airtight, that's not mine. That can go.
The number 2, SOverrs East.
There's a lot for 50. I've been doing the 47s because there was a lot in the 47. I have one coming today that I think is the. It's almost going to be. It's going to be a one of two. One better than it for the 503 on the 47S.
Got 2 of these really, really Bitch and Clash down above the O, going through the PL. Camera's not going to show it well, but it's super strong.
I can't wait to get the 5-on sheet graded. Or not graded, but in a attributed.
Oh, you see it better on the one on the right. But it's all. I think this one's already on cuts on coins. MS 06. So this is the one of the two different style of mint marks. You got 2 on the S. But she's pretty. Oh, she's so pretty. She's starting to tone. Grams, and grams, pack dimes. I won one in a competition. What did he send me? It's an SOverrs on a 45S. But she's awful cute. And she's having a full band. Nah, it doesn't look like home.
Just a wee bit of clashing.
You think it's Clash on the one? Oh, that's a different one. Or is that?
This is a Kennedy.
Coming out of his in between his lip and chin, right?
Screw you.
You can see it.
It is. It's the wings all the way down from his nose, all the way down.
Yeah.
And then his eyeball.
His nose is doubled.
And then underneath his neck.
Yeah. Look at that shit. That's badass.
And fun fact of this is in a wait for it. And reveal.
Mint set.
1983 mint set.
Nice.
The ones that shouldn't exist.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh no, they shouldn't exist. These are
No,
only.
I know. I remember.
These KP.
He's talking about that. I don't know, it was a couple months ago or something.
Is selected and packaged for Coins Magazine, Numismatic News, coin prices in Iola, Wisconsin. So these were selected and packaged by the Mint specifically for subscribers and patrons to specific organizations. And KP happened to be this one, I think. But it was done by the Mint, so they weren't third party by any means. They were just selected and packaged specifically for a third party.
Yeah, the Mint works for profit.
Oh yeah.
People forget that. Most of what they do on a daily basis is all for profit. It's not for filling the need for commerce, coin for commerce by far.
And that did not come
every time they get into a Mint director, I remember watching the interview of the guy for Obama when he took office, because he was the one that worked the whole time without a paycheck because he was never approved, but he still went to work. And the first thing he said, they asked him, "So what's your first point of business and what are your plans?" And he said his answer was to cater to the coin collector. That was his first most important first thing on the list of shit to do. I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Unfortunately, they now fucked the coin collector.
Well, the guys now, but they're still.
They gave first dibs to companies. They gave first dibs.
And they'll never be able to please all of them because they're
No. They gave first dibs to companies. They now
So
gave
it's not
early.
companies. There's a name for it.
No. This year, as of like 2 months ago, they gave all first day bidding rights to corporations of big bidders, big money spenders. Now get to come in before.
Always been like that.
Yeah. No. They
You
just
have to put on a retainer with them, $400,000.
no.
And
They just announced it. Like it's in the newsletter as of like I would say
well,
maybe
they've
2
always been
months.
like that. This might have been the first time they talked about it
I
publicly.
disagree with you. I think you're wrong there, and you should probably look it up before you say that because you're wrong. And I'm
Well,
sure.
I don't understand what you're saying though. What do you mean by big? Because it's always been, if you want to go give them $400,000 to hold, that's what you need to do, and then you get first dibs at everything.
No. Now they're giving them an earlier start time. Like they get to go in and shop before people because they don't want to overload the system again and they don't want to pay for new servers.
Well, I don't know. It's always been that they did it before.
Nah, they did a new thing to where it's screwing us a bit more than normal. Because of the 2019 reverse proof, how the little guy was able to go online, get it, resell it for like $1,400 when they paid like $100.
You ever notice how the Eagles are already in slabs?
Well, yeah, but
that
because
everybody else is trying to get.
Did you not pay attention to the 2019 reverse proof? Did you not know that went down?
Yeah, it's
They're making sure that can't happen again.
It's always like that.
No, you're goddamn, you're fucking stubborn as a goddamn brick wall. Jesus.